from the 32. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Give him 32 on that play. And that's a 49er first down. So the big play moves him well past midfield. Has him set up now at the 35.
60 boxes, 60 boxes. 70 Lion. Jack Panther. Hey. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat, go.
First and 10, a run to Robinson. And he's brought down for a loss.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. From the gun, it's Daniels. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And that brings up fourth and long. Cam Little now to attempt this field goal. Ball in the left hash, the distance 53 yards. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that cuts the lead in half, down to 3.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Jackson now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Run and drive will start out with a first and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That's Diamador Lenore. And the 49ers take over as he records his 10th career INT. He steps in front and picks it off. Looked like he missed the spot there, partner. Maybe because he threw it on the run?
Yeah, I think that's exactly the case, Kate. You know, you get set in the pocket. This game is fast anyway. Things are flying, but once you get on the run, it is a whole nother speed and really becomes advantage defense as they take it away.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
A handoff for Robinson, running right. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. So Super Bowl 60. Enough waiting, we're back, and it's time to resume play here in Super Bowl 60 from Santa Clara. They have it second down, well inside of field goal range. Now Daniels off the play action. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And that pushes them back, third down coming up. Out of the gun, Daniels. He sends this one to the end zone, and oh, he got it! Interception! And the Chargers, they're gonna have it! And he's gonna hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Now it's Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Woo! I am not sure how we didn't see a safety right there. Oh, my gosh. I don't think I'm the only one nervous in the building because that QB kept going back and back. It was heading right for disaster, but saved himself just a couple yards short.
That's caught for the first. Reaches the 40. Into the red zone. He makes it in for the Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers parlay the interception into points. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Well, Kate, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send in flight. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30.
Ready up.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Motion man is the tight end here, going left. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Here we go, set. Warriors 17. 19 tight, 19 tight.
From the 38. It's into the hands of Mooney. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
69, ready? 79 Broncos. Ready.
From the gun, it's Robinson. And they had that one contained right at the line. Brought down by Fred Warner. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Tight. Bronco 18. Trap 60, trap 60.
Daniels. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Chargers have it now on his 8th pick of the year.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
It's taken in by Williams. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
And he drives ahead for good yardage up to the 45. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground with Williams. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. They pick up a yard. Still need one more, though. 3rd down coming up. Now we have our 2-minute warning. The Chargers in possession. Third down, 1 yard to go.
Let's go.
Purdy throwing here. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Purdy to throw it. This has been a trend, yet another interception. And the 49ers actually go backwards, lose a chunk on the return, but they're still celebrating. It's an interception on the play. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Back at 60. 19 Cardinals.
Running back sent in motion.
60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Daniels on 1st down. Escapes the pocket. He's running with it. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Brought down by Fred Warner. Putting a receiver in motion. From the 20 on 2nd down. Fits it through the middle. 30. The 10. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Amari Cooper, the touchdown. Cam Little to try the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the 49ers cut the lead down to just 2. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. He's going to return it from a yard or two deep. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Purdy throwing here on 1st. That finds his man. It's Keon Coleman. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Chargers will have a 1st. Purdy looking to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
To throw again, it's Purdy. Hauled in left side. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the 1st.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you could find a completion just like that.
From the red zone now. He's on the move. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time, secondary, well, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throw away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. From the gun is Purdy. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
On 3rd down, Purdy. He finds him in the end zone for an LA touchdown. The Chargers will add to their lead at the end of the half. Keon Coleman, the touchdown. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now, to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
For a second, it looked like the Chargers offense was coming off, but no. Coaches say, stay out there. We're going for 2. And that pass is complete for 2, and their lead grows further. Well, not the way they drew it up, partner, but when it works, who cares? They didn't defend the check down throw, and it's open for 2.
I can still remember one of my first red zone days way back when. Touchdown to check down, touchdown to check down. Now, I know it's not a touchdown, but this check down, well, it was a valuable 2 points.
Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send in flight. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Just 25 seconds remaining as they get all set up for 1st down.
Let's go now.
Now Daniels to throw. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignments, hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
Let's go.
On 2nd and 10 now, Daniels completes. It's Bijan Robinson. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. From the gun, it's Daniels. Taking a shot, deep down the field it goes. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there, just 11 seconds remaining.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Man in motion here. Looking to throw. And that's incomplete. With 7 seconds left. Time for one, maybe two more snaps. Couldn't connect with Amari Cooper. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
He'll throw it. He lays out over the middle to bring that one in. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. First field goal was good. His second look from inside of 45 yards. The kick by Shudak is good. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Final halftime adjustments of the season are out of the way. It's time to put them into action here. Quarter 3 of the Super Bowl is underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Daniels back to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And it brings up a San Francisco first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Go!
Now Daniels off the play action. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. sacked on first. It's second down.
Pass to 60. Here we go. Set. Pass to 11. 18 left. 18 left.
Play fake here. Daniels. And that's nearly intercepted, but couldn't hang on. Just a harmless incompletion. It's third down.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
Daniels throwing on third. Escapes the pocket. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense. He had another chance to take a shot on him.
And he sent a man in motion. Here's Robinson up the middle. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Offense to the line for second down. They've got a man in motion. On second down, Robinson. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Tackle made by Jaquan Brisker. Offense in the hurry up here. They're going to throw it on third and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hands, their coach wants to see them convert those.
The kick by Shudak is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Listen, all he could do is make the kicks he's called out there to make. They need extra points from him, but for now, he's able to handle his third field goal of the game and just inch them a little bit closer.
And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Catch made by Mitchell. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
From the gun, a carry by Williams. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles. Well, they stuffed the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
Let's go.
Play action now with Purdy. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Couldn't bring it in over the middle. Incomplete. That one intended for Adonai Mitchell. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
So many coaches love third downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these third downs.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. That one hits at the 6, but can't check up. It gets into the end zone for a touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
60 by 6. 60. Here we go. Here we go.
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Getting out to his left. And he'll get it up to the 27.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Second and 3 now.
79.
Putting a receiver in motion. A toss now to Robinson. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short.
You know, Kate, my years in Indianapolis with Peyton, he loved to know the tendencies of a defense. In 3rd and short, more often than not, all across the league, you get man-to-man coverage. It really is a good time to throw. Unfortunately, couldn't execute that pass in a 4th downs instead.
Man in motion here. The lateral goes haywire. It's out. And it's scooped up by the Chargers. Well, whether they recover that one or not, either way, they were turning the ball over there. But no doubt, probably stings a little bit extra fumbling it away instead of just being stopped short.
It sure does. Because look at the defense. Look at what you just gave them momentum-wise. Not just the ball, but the spirit of those guys knowing, yeah, they not only stuffed you, but they could rip that ball away from you.
And that's going to be brought in. Touchdown, L.A. The Chargers capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. Well, they certainly wasted no time in making that turnover hurt even more. They looked to the end zone on the very first play, Brock, and they connected.
You know, Kate, I love it. It was an ambush to begin the drive. They attacked that end zone against a defense who was out there on short notice and not ready for that sudden change they talk about.
Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They send a man in motion. First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Escapes out to the left. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Tuipulotu in for the tackle. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Fits it through the middle. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. On first down, here's Daniels. He fires one deep down the middle. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Hard to believe, but just one. The Chargers into a nickel set, third down.
Ready? Cut 19.
Out of the gun, Daniels. He has the first over the middle. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Again, Daniels to the air. Completed to his running back. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Second and 3 now. They are throwing it again. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Throwing on third and long. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. Tough to blame him for that drop, Rock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact. This is a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, let your kicker get some points, make it a hair closer in the box score.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now. Go.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Ready up. Let's go.
Going left side, Williams with it. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. That one ends up a gain of 6. And it brings up an LA first down.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Pretty throwing here on first. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got second down.
Man, these guys are sideline mavens. They always seem to know exactly where that boundary is without looking. He's not quite at that level yet. Lost track of where he was, and he brought it in out of bounds.
Here we go.
Back to the air on second. Purdy. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. He's back to throw. That's caught for the first. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Chargers will have a first. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Motioning one of the tight ends. Williams now on 1st and 10. And he gets this one down to the 30-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
On the second. Go!
Another run for Williams. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. They get an even 10 on that play. And it brings up an LA first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10.
Track roll 80. Go!
From the gun is Purdy. Coleman with the grab. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. So we will not reach the 2-minute warning. The defense calling time here. 2:08 on the clock. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
Back to 60. Back to 60. Cowboy 80. Check up.
Straight ahead with Williams. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Now, just before the 2-minute warning can hit, Brock, whistles and a timeout taken by this defense.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Back to throw it. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Chargers up by 8. Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Come on. Set. Go. Go. Ready, go.
He lost the football. And this is picked up by the 49ers. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
Put a check mark by that one. You're going to remember that one, not just over the course of this game, but I guarantee you in the offseason when they're watching effort. That was all about effort. Backs pressed against the wall when you're down here defensively. And that's the type of play that coaches love to see from everyone on the roster.
They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Slot man motioned over. Here he is to throw. Finds his target, Robinson. And we'll turn our focus now to the flag down as he ends up out of bounds. Looks like they're going to happily turn this one down and let the play stand. to throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Chargers make the play that should win them this game. Well, okay, I guess we've got a couple of very giving teams today, Brock. One side coughs it up with a fumble. Then the other side graciously hands it right back with the interception.
Hey, listen, if you like playmaking defenses, then you like this game right here. These defenses, they're the ones supplying the big plays, and they're putting their stamp on this game.
So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go.
Up the gut they go with Williams. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Their whole season has led to this moment. He takes a knee, let the celebration begin.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
And start the party on the West Coast. The LA Chargers are Super Bowl champions. The crowning moment of the NFL season, as Commissioner Goodell hands that Lombardi Trophy to the Los Angeles Chargers, champions of Super Bowl 60. So for our entire crew here at EA Sports, for my partner Brock Heward and myself, that's going to do it on another fantastic NFL season. We cannot wait to catch you all again in the fall. I'm Kate Scott. Wherever and however you've been watching, please get home safe tonight, everybody. Good night from Santa Clara.